What is up guys, it's Cal, and a few days ago I finished my artifact weapon. Well, kind of. I did get to level 52, but I didn't exactly finish it. Now that's because when you unlock the Concordance of the Legionfall trait, that trait actually goes up to 50. But hey, I did get to level 52, which means in a few weeks, when we can get our class mounts, I will be able to tame Feathermanes. But anyways, the whole point of this video is best ways to farm artifact power. Now there are many ways that you can go about this, but I'm sort of going to tell you the most direct ways. First off, let's talk about this order advancement first, right here, that's called Legionfall United. You most likely have this, but if you don't, then you definitely want it. It has a chance to double the artifact power that you're rewarded from missions and world quests. So to me it seemed like it was about a 50% chance, but I'm not too sure on that. Next up, let me show you this thing you might not have. Now this is my follower, Night Hunter Serene. She was awarded to us through the Legionfall campaign towards the beginning, if you did that. Now this equipment slot that she has is called the Shard of the Twisting Nether, which I got from doing a mission, and it was awarded in the extra cash for completing it above 100%. Now what this does is every world quest that I complete, I get 100 order resources, which is nice, and I get an extra artifact power token. So she is my combat ally that I complete world quests with. Now I want the record to show that the extra artifact token she gives isn't like a huge amount. If you've ever opened up one of those random chests that glow purple around the Broken Isles, and you got a Valiant Glory artifact token, that's what it is. At my current artifact knowledge level, which is 34, it awards 166,000 artifact power. So it's still pretty nice for every world quest I complete. Now that does also have a rare chance to become a higher artifact power token, which with my current artifact knowledge level is 1 million. But it is rare. Like, I might get one of those upgraded tokens every day of world quests, maybe two if I'm lucky. So now to the artifact grinding. The best things to do are obviously world quests. Every day I would do every single artifact power world quest available to me, except there were some occasions where I would wait till the next day to do them. I'll get to that in a minute. Now you want to do all the artifact power world quests, and on the Broken Shores do every world quest available for those Legionfall war supplies, because every 100 Legionfall war supplies can get you a hefty artifact power token. So make sure to also kill the rares around there for extra Legionfall war supplies. And when the Nether Disruptor is active, take advantage of the Nether Disruptor portals that spawn that can award a lot of Legionfall war supplies. I did make a video specifically on that. There will be a link at the end of the video if you want to check that out. So those are some of the more, obvious things to do. Also remember that my combat ally, every world quest I do, does give me an extra token, which did help a bit. Also, there are add-ons that you can get. The one I have is called World Quest List, which will neatly sort the world quests available to you on the side when you open up your map, with artifact world quests at the top. Now there are add-ons like that, there are many add-ons like that. That's just the one that I use. Now let's talk about your artifact knowledge. Keep an eye on when your knowledge is actually going to happen, so you know when the tokens you get will actually yield more artifact power. That's because if there's a world boss world quest that will award you, let's say, 3 million artifact power, and it's going to last for 3 days, but your knowledge is up tomorrow, then wait. Get your knowledge first, the next day, and then do the world boss world quest. That's why I recommend using a world quest add-on, because the one I use puts 2 asterisks beside the world quest, letting me know that I'll have my artifact knowledge before that world quest runs out of time. So it tells me to wait to do the world quest. That part specifically is very important. Also, this applies to Legionfall war supply turn-ins. A lot of times I would do my dailies there and hold on to the supplies if my knowledge was going to be ready the next day. This alone does yield a whole lot of artifact power. Make sure you don't get more than 1,000 Legionfall war supplies, because that's where they cap, and you don't want to waste any. So now let's take a look at the other revenues of artifact power. You can do dungeons, obviously. Your first random dungeon of the day does award you artifact power, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really take advantage of this just because the world quest did take up so much of my time. But if you have a lot of time, then by all means, more artifact power is always good. Now the thing about LFR is that most weeks I would do most of the LFR. All of it does take a lot of time, but I would do most of it at least. That's because the bosses do have a pretty good chance to give a pretty good artifact power token. Now whenever I would do LFR, I'd usually wait until I got my knowledge for that week, and then I would do a few LFRs for more AP. Also consider using the pre-made group tool to find normals, heroics, or even mythics of raids out, because this also gives a ton of artifact power. I would usually also do this after I got my knowledge for the week, and that does have a higher priority than the LFRs because they do give a lot more AP than the LFRs. Remember also that you can't do mythic raids of the current raid that's out. So right now you can't do Mythic Nighthold through pre-made group binder, but when Tomb of Sargeras is out, you can't do Mythic Tomb through the pre-made group binder, but you can do Nighthold, if that makes sense. Now there's really two big revenues of artifact power that I want to talk about right now, and the first one is PvP. Now I know a lot of people don't like PvP. Sometimes it can get stressful, you can get angry at it. Now I will say a lot of my artifact power has come from PvP, whether it's from doing battlegrounds like your first battleground of the day, or my PvP levels. Well, honestly, a lot of it did come from my PvP levels, because currently I'm halfway through Prestige 9, and every other level gives me 4.1 million artifact power. That's how PvP levels work, by the way. Every other level gives you artifact power, and every other level between that gives you gold. Now the other big one, which is really the biggest one, is doing Mythic Plus dungeons. This will definitely give you a ton of artifact power, but you do need good gear to complete them thoroughly. Every Mythic Plus you do, at the end of it, you're guaranteed an artifact power token no matter if you've made the time or not. And this token varies on how long the dungeon is. Like a longer dungeon, such as Halls of Valor, will give you more than a shorter dungeon like Maw of Souls. You'll also get awarded smaller artifact power tokens for every level after 10 Mythic Plus you do. They are still quite a bit, honestly. Same thing goes for your weekly cash at the end of the week. Well, every Tuesday, you'll get a huge amount of artifact power from your weekly Mythic Plus cash. It's also the highest amounts I've seen. Like mine is close to 40 million for doing a high level Mythic Plus, and then you get smaller ones with that huge one. But grinding Mythic Pluses are definitely the best source of artifact power. And that's really it, guys. You know, those are the best ways on how to get artifact power. That's how I got artifact power with my combat ally that had that legendary equipment with it. That helped a lot. But that's it. If you liked the video, if it was helpful at all to you, you can leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.